Why do I look white and pasty? One will never know. Hello, Lewis. You're the first in the room. 50. How did you get on at 59? I didn't start it until 4. Jamie. Hello, Jamie, my buddy. Give me a thumbs up or a cornetto cone up if the volume's all right. Disney 1998. Hello. Hey, Alan Simon. Hello, Katie. Katie's on here as well as Jamie. Got a full house. Hello, Ross. Oh, good, I got a thumbs up. Nobody wanted to put a cornetto up or something. A cornetto up what? Who were, Mrs.? Oh, dear, yes. I might look a little bit pasty because I've got the blinds open. So the daylight is on my face because it's nice and sunny down here. Otherwise, if I pull the curtains, I'll be all shaded. And we won't want that. Bingo. Yes, Kenny, I am doing very well, thank you very much. And even Alan's here as well. Good old Kermit. Hello from Wales. Charlie's here. Hello. That comic dude as well. Ruminating Reaper. I do like that. Yay! Jamie's put an ice cream. Oh, bloody hell, I want an ice cream now. Hello from Ireland. Hello, Sean. Freddie, hello. Watched both the Kill Bill films again last night. Are you a Tarantino fan? Yes, I do like Tarantino. And I prefer Kill Bill 1 over 2, but they are still great films. Look at that. That's a splodge. Can you see that? That's a splodge. That's one of the, not symptoms, that's one of the outcomes of having this blood transfusion thing when I was almost dead in hospital. It says that you will come out in like splodges. Thankfully, that's the only splodge. But I never had it before, but I'd rather be alive than not have a splodge. James Luna, hello Sav and everybody else. Movie Bug. Just watched your Jurassic Park ranking. Very good. Pretty much more or less my same ranking, really. Mind your words, boy. Yes, so today's chat, I'm having an open chat. Oh, pardon. Yes. Christ, I've only just been on here a couple of minutes. Yes, it's an open chat today. We can chat about anything you want. If there's anything you want to get off your chest, other than your hairs, by all means, go ahead. I know we've had a few mishaps in the old Facebook group, and there's been some subjects that we're not talking about, but whatever you want to talk about in this chat, it's open. Personally, I want to bitch about the people that are out at the moment enjoying the sunshine than the bloody beaches having barbecues and bastards. And apparently another 600 have died today as well, which takes our total nearly to 5,000. But yeah, because, you know, being cooped up, we don't get a lot of chance to vent what we feel. Sometimes you'll get kicked off the Facebook page if you piss me off too much. But here we can all have a chat about everything, as long as we keep it nice and hunky-dory. So what have I got tonight? Tonight, it's only afternoon. I've got my lovely drink, which I'm going to have a bit of now. Lovely. Strawberry flavoured water. I've got one apple. And I've got some pop chips. Corn chips, sour cream and onion. That will be my snack. All right. Shall we get back to the actual chatting? I'll tell you what though, 65 people in the room. That's because I'm 66. That's because I put a flipping notification thing on YouTube. For the last couple of streams, we've only had about 20 people. Either that or people are actually getting notifications. Now look at my hair. I did brush it as well. What was that? Facebook member, Richard Nash. An Englishman, an Irishman and a Scotsman walk into the bar. Those were the days. Oh, dearie me. Right, where are we? No, I haven't got a virus. I can't get rid of this cough. I had this cough before Mama Bowman passed away. I had this cough before I fell on the floor and went to hospital. And I still got this cough. Where are we? Adam from the chair. Hello, matey. Haven't had a chance to see your hour-long video yet of your videos, your movies of the decade. But that's really annoying. I might have to get some movie makeup and cover that up. What's the best film you have seen that is horror? Because I haven't really seen that many horror films compared with a lot of people. What's the best? Probably is a proper horror, edge of your seat type of film. Probably Hereditary. Yeah. I actually really enjoyed that film. Although it, I suppose, that's classed as horror, isn't it? As well as A Quiet Place. But I think Hereditary kind of had a more horror impact with me. Pardon me. Edward Ball, hello. Oh, look at all these ice cream cones. Sarah Jones, good afternoon. Who's this? Dommer6. Have you watched Total Recall? And if so, what do you think of the ending? I love Total Recall. And actually, I actually enjoyed the remake as well with Colin Firth, Colin Farrell and Kate Beckinsale. That was actually quite a good film. It's been a while since I've seen the original. John Muff. No, the stream showed up in my feed. Oh, maybe all this coronavirus crap caused YouTube to spollock up and all that. So maybe all the notifications are all going out now. Marcus. Will the rest of the collection be sat down or stood at the shelf? And when will the TV one be? I'm looking forward to that. What do you prefer? Do you prefer me pulling them out of the shelf and putting them back in? Or do you prefer sitting down here and just going through them and talking a little bit about them? Just let me know, because then I'll film it that way, which is ever's the preferred way. Been watching The Mandalorian. Do you think this will ever be released on physical media? I think it will, because it's a bit like, well, having said that, a bit like Stranger Things. I mean, we still haven't seen Stranger Things physical physical release in the UK yet, but they've had it over in America for ages. And I think you can even like pick up the 4K set for like $10 in Best Buy. Well, not at the moment, you can't. Not unless you're driving past and they throw it out the window or something. But I think eventually, maybe in a year or two, maybe when season 2's about to air, season 1 will get announced as a release. But you could look at it the other way, that if they don't release it, then that gets people coming back to Disney Plus, and they'll always have members. I don't know. I really do want a physical one. I have seen a physical one for sale on eBay. It's a bootleg, but it's a very well put together one. Monsters Inc. predicted the virus. Did it really? Probably. Peter's got in there straight away. Do you like wrestling? I don't like breaking up wrestling fights. I never really was into WWF or whatever it's called, WWE. WWF, isn't that the World Wildlife Federation or something? Anyway, never into like The Rock, watching The Rock and that. But I quite enjoyed fighting with my family, and also the DVD of Page that I had, and it's all staged. It's all like they're actors, and it's entertainment, and they've got choreographed moves, but it's very different from the old wrestling that I grew up on when I was a kid. Giant Haystacks and Big Daddy, and on Saturday afternoon. But I might start getting into a bit of it. Watch maybe a match or two on a match or two. Are they a round or two, a ring or two? I don't know what they call them on WrestleMania. So yeah, so far as Jurassic Park rankings, I would actually rank Fallen Kingdom last. The first hour was really good, really good. I loved the first hour. When they were on the island, when it went to the mansion, the haunted mansion, sort of like turned into Nosferatu and the Addams Family. And yeah, it was brave doing it, but it really didn't do anything to Jurassic World. It kind of like they could have done something different. I suppose they thought, well, if you kill all the dinosaurs off in the first hour, what are we going to do with the rest? Well, you could have just followed a couple of dinosaurs to like Vegas, like it was at the end of the film when the pterodactyl landed on, I think it was the Eiffel Tower in Las Vegas, and just have a load of dinosaurs terrorizing Vegas for the rest of the film. A bit like The Lost World. Have you seen the new release dates for Disney, Marvel, and Fox movies? I've seen some of them, not the long-term ones, because I only had a quick glance. All I know is like Black Panther, Black Widow has now been pushed back, isn't it, to November, and Eternals has been pushed back to February. So we're only getting one Marvel film this year. Boo. But what can you do? Don't put it on Disney Plus. There's been talk about putting Black Widow on Disney Plus. It's a bleeding cinema movie. It seems like everybody got notifications. Brilliant. Oh, hey, up sexy. Nicholas, hello. Just ordered Birds of Prey 4K Steelbook from HMV. Better artwork. I need to look into this because I've seen pictures of the Steelbook where it says BOP along the bottom on the number plate, but then I've seen another picture of it where it actually says Birds of Prey. So I don't know if it's just an artwork mocked up, but I'd prefer to have it actually say Birds of Prey on it. Iron Man 3000. I finished my 4K MCU collection. Brilliant. No, I haven't seen your movies of the decade yet, matey. I will get around to it. Who is your favourite Star Wars character? My favourite Star Wars character? Come here, you. Ah. I did try sitting him on the table down here, but all you could see was one ear. Oh dear. So who's been enjoying the sun today? That's for people with gardens, I take it, because I know maybe a lot of people live in flats or basements, but it's nice to be able to, if you've got a garden, enjoy it while you can, you know, because you can't go out. Well, some of us can't go out, but we haven't done any gardening since October, and it looked crap. And I thought, oh my God. So me and Dad, for the last 2 days, we've been out there for an hour or two, you know, bit by bit, because we don't need to do it all in 2 days. It's not like we're going anywhere. So a little bit a day, and it's starting to look good. Yeah, the grass had all overgrown on the brickworks around the edge of the garden, and it was just a job to cut. And we've got weeds everywhere. Well, not now, we haven't. So a lot of it's been cleared out. The only problem is, you know, the big green refuse bags for putting all your garden stuff in. We've only got one, and it's full up, and you can't get another one. I know it's like 40 quid a year or something, but now all the council depots are closed, so you can't take your grass anywhere. So I think we're just going to have to sling it all in a couple of bin bags until this all blows over, and then hopefully we'll get them out then. Get them out. Get them out, love. But yeah, it's been nice sitting out there as well, having a little bit of coffee. Tomorrow, apparently, it's supposed to be raining, but the rest of the week down here is supposed to be sunny, so maybe we'll get out and do a bit more gardening. I've got to go to hospital tomorrow, to my Canterbury trip, to have my blood level tested for my INR, because I keep stabbing myself in the stomach with needles. So if my INR level, my blood level, is between 2 and 3, I can ditch my needles and I just carry on taking my warfarin tablets. Not warfarin, warfarin tablets. At the moment, the last blood test was 1.9, so I'm almost there. So I've had 10 milligrams of warfarin a night for the last couple of days with me injections. Hopefully, I'm fingers crossed. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be about £2, 2.2 or 2.3 tomorrow. If that's the case, then bye injections. Oh, that'd be nice. I can get me bruised stomach back then. Me unbruised, rather. Favourite Western movie. My favourite Western movie. I like Open Range with Kevin Costner. A Million Ways to Die in the West. That's so funny. Yeah, I haven't seen an Open Range in a long time, but I liked. God, I've forgotten what it's called already. We had it as the Powerline bin the other week with Liam Neeson and Pierce Brosnan. That was a good one. I think not really Western, but Western-ish. I think of The Revenant. I don't think you can call it a Western, but there's bears, there's jungles, there's forests. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of like Clint Eastwood type Westerns and Fistful of Dollars and all that, even though I have got them on Blu-ray. Hulk watched Don't Let Them In last night. Hi there. Oh, God, Pete's here. Hi there, sailor. November 6th, Black Widow. That's going to be a busy month then, because we've got Bond that month as well, haven't we? Well, we hope so. What's your opinion on Mad Max Fury Road? Because I just finished watching it and I think it's a perfect action film. It's a really good film. It's a really good film. I really do enjoy that. I was always meaning to put that on for Mama Bowman because, you know, she liked a bit of Tom Hardy. Never did get it on for her, but yeah, I really like that. I really hope they do a sequel because I think they can do a sequel to it. The Eternals, February the 12th. Okay. I watched Marriage Story and what? Dolomite? Dolomite Is My Name on Netflix the other day. Both great movies. I watched Marriage Story. I was a bit bored because I turned it off several times. The performances were really good, but I found it very slow. What magazines do you buy? Really only Total Film and Home Cinema Choice, really. And TV and Satellite Guide. Yes, David B had a notification as well. That must mean why we've got 96 people, 94 people. Wow. Oh, it's Luke. Poppy and Luke's channel. I'm doing good, thank you very much. Oh, yes. Shang-Chi, May the 17th. Yeah, I don't know what that one is. There's a couple of Marvel ones coming out I've never bloody heard of. Michael, what is your favourite black and white movie? Mine is A Matter of Life and Death. I actually haven't seen that many black and white movies. I've got The Artist. I haven't seen it. Probably my favourite black and white stuff is probably like Laurel and Hardy. Did you hear about Scotland's chief medical officer going to a holiday home for 2 weekends in a row after her advice to people in Scotland to stay home? Yes, I did hear that, cheeky buggers. And you know these people that were found on a beach in Hove, I think it was, having a barbecue, and apparently like 3,000 people went out yesterday. And now people are starting to quote human rights, that the police actually have legally no right to enforce you being at home. They have no legal right to tell you that you can't go out, apparently. And now they're kicking up this whole human rights thing. Jamie's finished half work day today. So glad. Had a shower, a snack, and cuddled up to the missus, watching the legend that is Big Pauly. That's a perfect day, mate. I've got an Amazon Prime delivery due shortly. 3 titles. How do you get Amazon Prime delivery? I thought they were like only doing essentials. Or I suppose, or are they essentials? More bog roll. And a tin of pasta or something. Doctor Strange, November the 5th. There's not many people out in my town. Eastbourne is hardly any people out at all at the beaches or park. It's mostly London, I think, which is weird because that's where most of the cases are. Yeah. Yeah, I must admit, I've been, when me and Dad go out for a walk here, our little hours exercise, we just go up around the block, pop in the shop on the way back. We maybe pass 2 people in like half an hour. And there's hardly any traffic. All the businesses around here are all closed. Even the Chinese restaurants closed. But yeah, I think people keep seeing the numbers going up, then maybe it's going to drum it into them. Because like I said, I read earlier on another like 500, 600 in the last 24 hours. Oh dear. The public needs to stay in to stop the spread. That is the main thing. What's so difficult about staying in and watching telly? Oh yes, Thor, Love and Thunder. Oh God, is that 2022? I hear the Indiana Jones 5 has been pushed back now to 2022 as well. Because I think they were due to start filming that in about July this year, and it was out next year. So Harrison Ford's going to be well over 80, I think. Sector Alpha Zero, hello. Oh my God. We've just got 102 people in the room, 104 people. No one's got anything else to do. Watched Midsummer last night, really enjoyed. Have you seen it and what did you think? I have not seen it. it is actually in the flick bin, so it is one to pick out. Now, I had Charlie's Angels delivered in 4K, the new one, and it's in the flick bin. But I've had a few people ask me they would like to know what I thought of it, so I'm going to review it. I'm going to watch it either tomorrow or Tuesday, and then I'm going to do a review on it. Because it might not get picked out for maybe a year or voted for. At the moment on the flick bin, the top choice is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I'm very pleased with that voting statistic. It's something like 70 something percent. So, because that is a film that I've been really looking forward to watching. So, yes, that will be coming up in a couple of days as well. Have you seen A Quiet Place? I have. It's my back garden at the moment. Yes, love it. Was pretty bummed that obviously Quiet Place 2 got pushed back, but can't be helped. But day one release, hopefully I'll be out there at the cinema. Oh, isn't that going to be nice to actually get back to going to the cinema? I know we've been cooped up. We're going to be like cooped up for weeks and weeks. The first thing we're going to do is go out and sit inside. But it will be nice to actually get out and actually go and watch a film in the cinema. I played the card game Chicago with the family yesterday. Fun game. Never played it. Never played it. I'll tell you what we do though. What we do on a Friday at 7:30. The whole Bowman clan. That's myself and my dad, my brother and his partner and her daughter. Then I've got my two nieces, and I've got my brother's partner's other daughter and husband, and then another couple. We do a live quiz night on the iPad, and it's like 6 of us, all cameras, 6 like a whole team. We can all talk to each other. It's like conferencing, video conferencing, with some software that my brother mailed me. And you can set up a whole like conferencing thing, and we just do a quiz night for a couple of hours. It's really fun. My brother's crap at questioning though. Well, the questions that he's put are actually crap, because one of the answers the other night was wrong. Oh, Captain Marvel 2, 2022. Oh, I do hope Goosey's going to be in this. Goosey. Thank you very much, Ali. Will you be picking up the Jack Ryan 4K movie box set with Alec Baldwin, Harrison Ford, Ben Affleck and Chris Pine when the price is right? Does HMV do home delivery? They do in the UK, yes. Yeah, so I've had 1 or 2 items delivered from HMV. They're quite quick actually. It only took about 3 days to get here. Zoom's quite good as well. I am watching a TV series, Parent. Good comedy and Parent. Never heard of that. I've just finished watching a couple of episodes of Better Call Saul, the latest season 5. I think it is season 5. So I'm right up to date with that. Finished. What did I finish? I finished something yesterday. Oh, finished season 3 of The Crown. I'm currently working through season 1 of Mayans MC, but I don't think there's a season 2, is there, on DVD just yet? Or I don't even think it's been on British telly yet. I don't think. Hello, Harry. La 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 la. Are you going to see Bob's Burgers, the movie, when it eventually comes out in the cinema? Probably won't be high on my list because I don't know anything about it. Me and a couple of my mates that watch prefer your sat down format, as we can hear your thoughts on the titles when you talk about bit about them. Okay, so it's not just a case of here's one, here's another one, here's another one, where I can actually hold it up and say, "Ooh, go and watch this." Bloody hell, everything's falling apart now. Yeah, I must admit, it's much more comfortable. It's much more relaxed as well. So I think I'll carry on doing that then. I'll do that. I'll do the sitting down, and for the rest of the collection. Holy crap! Just looking at the collection. How many more shelves we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 more shelves. That'll keep us going until we can all go out. Do you like Callum's Corner? Yup. he's a saucy tic tac. Yeah, he's really funny. He's really funny. Tic tac head. Gashead Steve, hello. Have you seen American Made? That's with Tom Cruise, isn't it? Where he goes drug running. I think that is. Yeah, we have seen that. Did enjoy that one actually. Back to the Future 4K trilogy just says summer 2020. Talk about torture. Could be anywhere in summer 2020, couldn't it? Was it October the 25th? Maybe October the 25th. That's a date in Back to the Future, isn't it? I'm sure that's a date. WWE is for kids these days. Okay. I'm watching my hometown hero. He's in the main event of tonight at WrestleMania. How old is everyone on here? Pete is 45. Kermit, you're not 52, are you? I'd say you're in your 40s. I'm the same as Alan. 49. Alan Cochrane. Fallen Kingdom had more dinosaurs slipping on things, toys, days in a year. Got Colour Out of Space coming tomorrow. So should I. Yep. Which edition you going for? I have to say the HMV are knocking it out of the park with these first editions. Yeah, I should be getting the first edition as well. So hopefully there'll be an unboxing for that at some point tomorrow. I have never played Fortnite. I have also never played every other week. Jurassic Park Lost World is San Diego. Yeah, and Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom is Las Vegas. Yeah. Is the Flick Pick and Poundland Bin videos coming soon? I need some lockdown content. They will be, yes. I've just been enjoying a bit of the sunshine, to be honest, the last 2 days. Bit out in the garden and chilling out, relaxing. And yeah, more videos to come this week, definitely. Can't believe Black Widow and James Bond, No Time to Die, is only 6 days apart. I watched I think it was the third part of Mark Kermode's movie Heroes, or whatever it was called, last night. Really good. It was all based on spies. Lots of clips of Bond films and Austin Powers and all stuff like that. All old black and white films. Really good. Bleeding now, Alan. You had yours yesterday. Blimey, the old poster doing good down your way. Do you like Come Dine With Me? I have seen it in the past. I'm not a regular viewer though. Dinosaurs in a big ass house just don't match it. Just don't match. I liked the first part, then it went horribly wrong. Yeah. Are you going to watch for kids? Are you going to watch for kids and it? Starring Michael Caine. For kids and it. Starring Michael Caine. I've not heard of that one. Yeah, I hope Black Widow's going to be good as well. Oh yeah, well the Queen's doing a speech tonight, isn't she, at 8 o'clock? I think it's only the 5th time it's ever happened. You know, other than the Christmas speech. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Not one of the best Transformers movies, but okay. Mr. Zoom, is it? Yes, Mr. Zoom. Hope everyone is good. I enjoy your videos from Canada. Thank you very much. Blue Justin. Blue Justin is back. What's it? Still Justin, still not blue. You've been absent for a little while, haven't you? There have been people on Brighton Beach having a barbecue. Yeah. Cheeky little buggers. I should go and arrest them. Or arrest them and make them cook barbecues for everybody in the police station. That'd be a good idea. Or throw them in a slammer. I have had my Sunday lunch. I did. Papa Bowman did up some vegetables and we had, I think it was meatloaf from Marks and Spencer. It was very nice. And we had a sticky toffee pudding as well for afters. Does anybody believe this could spell the end for actual cinema? There's a barber shop in my town called King's Barber with a Burger King statue on top of it. Someone asked what did this used to be meaning, the statue. I said open. Everything used to be open, didn't it? Do you think the Steelbook market is dying? I don't think it's as strong as it used to be. And I think we can blame Zavvi for that. They just churn out any old crap, whether it's got a title on it or not. And the artwork that Zavvi churn out is not up to standard. Subpar. I'm going to be watching all my MCU movies via Timeline next few days. Hopefully I'm going to be doing what Lulu and Claire are doing at the moment. They're going through the entire Harry Potter series. So it's been a while since I've seen them, but I've got them on 4K now on my Apple TV 4K. So I just want to go through them all right from the very beginning, probably right up through the Fantastic Beasts as well. Because that's 10 films, I think, isn't it? One a day. That takes up 10 days. Next episode of my podcast is up today. Movie Bugs podcast's up, and it's on the Aliens and the Predator movies. Oh, that'll be a good one. It's Alex. Hello. Watch the greatest trilogy: Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, War for the Planet of the Apes. Really good trilogy. There was talk about them doing another film, wasn't there? A new one, but I don't think they really need to. Artemis Fowl is going straight to Disney Plus. Yeah, I saw that. That's had a troubled production, hasn't it, or a release slate. Mulan, July 24th. That's being optimistic. They reckon that we probably won't get back to normal for at least 6 months. So that's being optimistic. July. Same with Jungle Cruise. Seraphim Falls, that's the one. Really enjoyed that Western. I'm just going to say a hello to Anna and Lou. Hello. Oh, yes. HMV. I thought HMV actually packaged quite well. It's normally in like those cardboard boxes, cardboard wraparound boxes. When are you getting Birds of Prey 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Steelbook? I don't know when it's out. Is it out sometime in June or July? I actually haven't seen a date, or I don't know if a date has actually been announced for it yet. Any interest in 88 films or Vinegar Syndrome? I think Vinegar Syndrome have the best. Vinegar Syndrome? I've never bloody heard of them. 88 films I've heard of. I think I've actually got 1 or 2 88 films. King Sniper, hello. A great black and white movie is Some Like It Hot. Wasn't that with Windsor Davis? Oh no, that's it. Ain't Half Hot Mum, isn't it? I think they're probably a little bit different. No, that was Some Like It Hot. That's Marilyn Monroe, isn't it? What's your plans for today or tonight? Well, after my live stream, I've got to go and have my warfarin tablets. And then what we're going to watch? We'll watch something on maybe the Antiques Roadshow. My dad likes that. Then I want to watch the third part in the Disney Imagineering story, which is on Disney Plus, and then Homeland. Maybe get another episode. I think maybe an episode of Grey's Anatomy, and then bed. Been finding I've been going to bed at 10:30 now. When Mama Bowman was around, we used to stay up way up to like midnight, watching TV and having coffee and chocolates. But I kind of feel like because I'm watching telly a lot through the day and movies through the day, there's really no point staying up. So I'm like off to bed at like 10:30. Shut up, birds. What's that? Eating ASMR with hay. I think you live near me. I'm Ramsgate. I'm Dover. Yes, my buddy Lewis lives down your way. Minster. Oh yeah. The police were given powers from the government. They have enforced laws. They can remove you and fine you. But how does that work with human rights? Because if someone goes to a solicitor. Hello, William. Togo is on Disney Plus. We watched that the other night, me and Dad. That was really good. Really good. Good performance from Willem Dafoe. And that scene at the end where he was going across the frozen water. Wow. And it was a little bit sad at the end as well when they told you about the statue and who the statue in America was of, because it's like, oh no, that's not right. I think I'm dribbling. Have you ever seen, was it ever seen the animated movie from 1995 called Balto? Featuring the voices of Kevin Bacon and Bridget Fonda? No, haven't seen that. Won't be long till people get cheesed off and start looting. Oh, don't say that. Yeah, with all these closed shops, you know, it's the perfect opportunity for, you know, people to break into shops and steal stuff. No one's around. Not that I'm saying to do it. Always enjoy your live chats. The first time watching live. Thank you, Lee. Welcome, Lee. Good afternoon, Hildreth. Oh, they're talking. Oh, what's this? I just had a little message come up from Sky News saying that it looks like they may be banning outside exercise. Something to do with banning outside exercise because of all these people going out. Shit, that means no taking the dog for a walk, no walking around the block. We really will be stuck inside. Hope you're well. Not much going on at the minute for me. Just planning to start doing cult film reviews. Have you watched the TV show of War of the Worlds? There are no tripods yet, and it shows 6 of 8. Yeah, I'm on episode 4, I think. Episode 4. The French girl, or the French woman, has caught up with is it her brother, I think, in their garage, while the other bloke's trying to get through the Channel Tunnel to his family. And you know, the metal dogs are walking through the hospital and all that. It's very interesting, very different from any of the other War of the Worlds. What do you get when you cross a mentally ill loner? You get what you deserve. What? Three months lockdown. Well, we're supposed to be on, aren't we supposed to be on lockdown until June? The end of May, beginning of June. It could be a harsher lockdown with all these people going out, especially if the weather's going to get better. They're going to have to sort of like come and lock us in our houses. What's your favourite genre of movie to watch? Probably space science fiction. Hello, Tom 180. Did any April Fool's jokes that you have seen on the first just gone get? I didn't see any. I saw none. I saw none on Facebook, and I saw none in the newspaper. It's like they didn't even bother this year. When's the next episode of What Flick Will Pauly Pick? P.S. I enjoyed Charlie's Angels. The Queen is announcing this evening at 8 p.m. They are remaking it at Buckingham Palace. It's called Charles Angels. The next flick bin will probably end up being like Tuesday, I think. Till October. Yeah, I mean, this furlong, or furlough, isn't that a distance? This furlough leave. I had a letter from my work saying that I'm on furlough leave until the end of May, because that's when it runs out. But I think the government are able to actually extend it if they need to extend it. But at the moment, because my work is still open, all of the shifts have been changed around, because we used to have like between 10 and 15 people in the office at one time. So now they've changed the shifts around so that only 3 people are in the office on any one day, and we sit like all opposite ends of the room, from what I've heard. But I might have to start going back to work after the end of May. Don't exactly know how much work there'll be to do though. HMV did do a first edition of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was about 50 quid, wasn't it? Didn't look anything like these ones. This was like a square fold-out book with a record and everything. But it's sold out everywhere. Well, maybe not eBay, if you want to pay about 200 quid for it. Hello, Bernard. Best film you have watched so far from the flick bin? Mother. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good film. Pauly, will you be on those warfarin pills for life or until after you're discharged? I'm already discharged, I'm here. No, I think it's a lifelong thing now. Could be worse. I thought you were not discussing the V word. Vagina. Virus. On here we can. If you want to talk about anything at all, we can on here. But not on my Facebook page. That's just like for movies and TV and that. What about wrestling? Shut it. I say June. Depends on these prats. If they listen to the law, not guidelines, their instructions to stay at home. Yeah, it's not like we would like you to stay at home. It really should be enforced to like, you have to stay at home or else. Blue View, hello matey. Just watched The Rise of Skywalker on my Magic Box. You Blu-ray player? Very Disney. Reservoir Dogs versus Pulp Fiction. 2 really good films. Have you seen some parks have now been closed? They should really close them all. Close everything. They need to close the beaches as well. How do you close a beach? Put landmines on it. Hello, David. Favourite TV game show? Favourite TV game show? Bullseye. And well. Goose might be dead in Captain Marvel 2. How dare you? Because the film is supposed to take place in the present Marvel universe in the 2020s. Can cats live up to 2.5 decades? Or we could just jump out of Goose and go in another cat. Maybe Goose won't age if the is actually inside the cat. Spartacus is the best TV series ever. It's a really good show, really good. Both Andy Whitfield and Liam McIntyre did a great job with them. Hello, Myco1. I'm doing good, thank you. I've been watching the Star Trek animated series. Blimey, there's a blast from the past. All with the original voices as well. Haven't seen that in yonks. I'm watching Battlestar Galactica at the moment. It is amazing. What, the original or the new one, you know, well, I can't say it's new, can I, but the remake. My favourite TV series, Band of Brothers. Band of Brothers is a great flipping show. Pacific Rim was as well. Not as good as Band of Brothers, but I still enjoyed it. But I'm really looking forward to the third series, though. Ever seen the movie from 1960 called Spartacus, starring Kirk Douglas? I've actually never seen it. I've seen the TV series, but I've never seen that film. Do you have every Blu-ray you haven't seen in the flick bin? Yes, apart from maybe 2 or 3. There's The Irishman from Netflix and maybe another one. There's 2 or 3 that are on streaming that that I actually don't have Blu-rays for. But other than that, I've got Blu-rays for all of the others. Did anyone think Ant and Dec Saturday Night Take? I actually watched that last night. It's not really good without the live audience and what they did. So I think they had to do what they could with what they had. But Britain's Got Talent's back next week, so a bit of Saturday entertainment. All with a live audience, probably recorded about 6 months ago. Did you watch my collection vid, and if so, what did you think? Oh no, because yours is quite a long collection, isn't it? It's about an hour and a half. Haven't actually got round to seeing it yet. I will do though. So I've got that, and I've also got from the chairs collection. I want to start collecting media stuff, but should I collect DVDs or Blu-rays or both? Mainly Blu-rays. But if there are a couple of DVDs that you want to pick them up. Because they don't do a lot of TV shows in Blu-ray, you know, like classics, old ones. You're more or less probably going to get them in DVD. Buy any movies on Apple iTunes recently? Last month I didn't buy a single one. That's why there hasn't been an iTunes video. Do you have TikTok? Only on my clock. I'm playing NFS Heat right now while I watch and listen, mate. Okie dokie. That Beauty and the Beast video, mate, I think has been taken down now. Because I tried clicking the link and it says the video is now removed from YouTube. Have you seen The Coma? There was a film years ago called Coma, wasn't there? Was it Michael Crichton? Could you go through what you have in the Poundland bin as well? Well, everything that I've got in the Poundland bin, obviously I've got on Blu-ray, so it's getting a bit low though, and I can't really go to the storeroom to replenish it, so we're going to have to do as best as we can. Mental Movie Man. Why was I removed from your group? Name's David Jessen. I think there was some comments, some offensive comments, or some, I wouldn't say, I don't know if it's bullying or swearing or calling people names, but it was picked up from one of my other admin executives, and I trust them 100% on their judgment, so I think that's the reason. I think they maybe saw something in the comments. Have you seen Have I Got News for You this week? Did it through Skype and Google Hangout. Oh my god. No, I'm gonna have to check that out then. That'd be really weird. I've noticed on Gogglebox as well that some of the family members have started distancing themselves or not appearing, you know, because if they've been out at their houses. What has 32 teeth and can hold back the Hulk? My zipper. What the hell? Christ. 18,000 years old. Is that how you feel, James? That's what we're all going to feel like eventually. Hulk 2003 versus the Incredible Hulk. I'd go with the Incredible Hulk 2008. Have not seen the Sonic movie. Nope, missed that at the cinema. I actually don't think that HMV first edition of 1917 looks that good, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really like the artwork and the fact that it's like a film book. I mean, I do have a couple of Batman ones, the Chris Nolan books with the discs in, but something about that 1917 one that just doesn't strike with the artwork. People will get fed up with the people that don't listen and take it in their own hands, because we're all going to get locked in our houses for months. Try years. With no exercise. If you've got stairs, you'll be all right. If you haven't got stairs, do a couple of backflips or something. Oh my God. You see that bloke? There was a bloke on the news yesterday. He walked up his stairs so many times that he did the distance of walking up Mount Everest. Holy crap. Bet his stairs are wore out. What's the difference between Pauly and Korg? Korg played Fortnite on Endgame. What is your favourite film about musicians? Mine is Straight Outta Compton. Never seen that. Bohemian Rhapsody. Boys in the Hood versus Straight Outta Compton. Never seen either of them. We're All Gummy original TV show in the 80s to be released on Blu-ray in HD. Really? I heard the new one was really bad. Whiplash is really good, yeah. Have you always gone to the cinema? If so, what are some memorable experiences? I remember you saying you saw Eraser with Arnie while you were there in the States. Or was it End of Days? Yeah, it was End of Days. It was on December the 31st, about 10 o'clock at night. So the film ended kind of like midnight as we were going into 2000. That was quite good. That was quite fun. Also seen The World Is Not Enough, the Bond film. That was in Vegas as well. A couple of my most memorable cinema trips growing up was seeing Jurassic Park in Universal Studios in 1993 on opening week. And we got to the cinema so late, we were on the front row, and we were like that. But it was something magical. Other experiences, going to London to see Return of the Jedi at the Odeon Marble Arch, and E.T. as well. So a lot of growing up memories going to the cinema. Also going to the Curzon Cinema in Folkestone after I won a competition for 2 tickets for Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. And there was a competition in a newspaper, and it was a photo of Leonard Nimoy, when he puts the band around to cover the top of his ears up. And they wanted a caption, and I put, "Who do you think you are, Mark Knopfler?" And I won the 2 tickets. So that was quite good. And also, of course, going to the cinema in Bromley, we also won a couple of tickets to go and see Terminator 2 on its opening day as well in Bromley. So me and Mama Bowman went up on the train and queued round the block to get in, and that totally blew our minds. Hopefully going to buy Troll's Tour tomorrow. Pauly, with the Powerline bin, I think you should let it run empty so that we know that there will be no more £1 error Blu-rays left when you replenish your £2 Blu-rays. It's still going to be called the Powerline bin though, isn't it? Don't want to change it to the £2 bin. Why do you think people like you and me buy lots of movies but never watch them? I have a collection of 260 iTunes movies, but I still need to watch 111 of them. Why don't we watch what we buy? I think it's a case of a lot of the time that we see bargains, don't we? We see cheap bargains, we pick them up while we can, we just never get round to watching them. Or we buy something intending to watch it, a new release, but then either other TV or other movies that you want to go and see, and life delays people watching things. I'm sure a lot of people on the chat have got movies that they've not seen, but for me it goes into hundreds. Unfortunately. There's a new Spider-Man movie coming out next year, is there? What's with Tom Holland? Spider-Man 2002 versus Spider-Man 2 2004. Spider-Man 2. Yes. Much better than the first Spider-Man. Oh dear. Having bad stomach hurting and exploding diarrhea. That's not bad. That's not good. Sorry. What's your most hated movie? Well, it's got 50 Shades in it. Connor, hello. Are you going to download Trolls World Tour on iTunes? Probably not, because it's like 15 quid or so, isn't it? I'll wait for it to come down. I can't wait to see Gangs of London. I've been waiting since ages. I hate that about Sky. They show the series, then says all episodes available the 23rd of April. Troll 1986 versus Troll 2 1990. Not seen any of them. I actually do have one of the Troll movies as well with a lenticular cover. I'm still really annoyed that Fox haven't released a complete Blu-ray set of 24. Yeah. Will you pick up any of the Blu-rays that are out? I have season 1 to 8 on DVD and Live Another Day on... What about the other one? There was another 24, wasn't there? With the black guy. I'll probably just wait for a box set. There will eventually be one, I'm sure. Instead of the Queen speaking to the world at 8 p.m. tonight, it should be you to speak to the world at 8 p.m. The Queen's speech will be more clean. Let's put it that way. Physical media forever. Hello. Good job you were in hospital before all this coronavirus came about. Oh, tell me about it. I know. And Mama Bowman as well, even though what happened. But if we'd had this happen now to Mama Bowman, I don't know. So far, you know, these places that are open, you know, like one of the main exception is funerals, you know, funeral homes and things, undertakers, things like that. So you can have a funeral. One of my dad's school friends passed away in hospital, and they've been told that they can only have two family members in the service, not allowed any more people, which is shocking. I know it's for like spacing, distancing, but surely they could be like 2 meters apart on the benches. But only allowed 2 people in for a funeral. it's time to get me pop chips out. Ooh, oh my God, look how many there are in there. That's many pop chips. I actually prefer the actual pop chips themselves to the corn chips. It's like, these taste like they've been left out for a week rather than really crunchy. They're kind of like soft. Never mind, eh? Where are we? 4 Kids. 4 Kids is on Sky Movies Disney exclusive. Hello from South Korea. Hello. Violet Evergarden. Sounds like a Harry Potter name. Tell me, Potter, who is your friend? Oh, this is Violet Evergarden. Are you going to get the Sonic movie on Blu-ray or 4K? I probably will get it on 4K, unless they do a 3D. I don't know if it came out with 3D, but probably 4K. How's your no junk food eating going? Do you smoke or drink alcohol? Well, I don't smoke. Well, I haven't the last time I looked. Alcohol I don't, and I can't. I can't drink alcohol while I'm on warfarin tablets. So I'll probably have to have alcohol-free cider. That's probably the closest I would have. It's not going too bad. I mean, all the places are closed, you know, like McDonald's is closed and KFC and Toby Carvery and Toby Carvery. I tell you, that's what I said to Dad. I said, we're going to need a bloody good carvery after this. Lovely vegetables and meat, and everybody's going to be going out to restaurants once this is over. But it's going pretty good. We're getting some good food. We still can't get a delivery for at least 10 months. But we do stop in the little shop up here. Don't go to any of the big supermarkets. I did go to Lidl last week when I had to have my car MOT'd. And it was quite empty. They had toilet rolls and shitloads of toilet rolls. And they had food, fully stocked shelves, and there was only about 10 people in there. They weren't doing the distancing on the floor. There was nothing marked out, but they did have a security bloke on the front, letting only one person in at a time. Other than that, I think when we go to the hospital tomorrow, there's a small Sainsbury's store, not a supermarket, but like a metro type of thing. I think we're going to pop in there and have a look, see if there's a couple of things that we can pick up. Any good deals on Easter eggs? I think there's loads of good deals on Easter eggs. I saw an advert the other day because no one's buying them because everybody's buying all essentials and everything. You know the big eggs that are normally £4 or £5 each? It was like three of them, 3 for £1.50. It was 3 for £1.50. Do you have a lot of TV show box sets? Not as many as a lot of people, but I've got Lost, Star Trek, Homeland, Better Call Saul. I will be going through my box sets as well eventually. Fantastic Beasts are prequels if you're going to do the Harry Potter challenge. Yeah, but you have to watch the Harry Potter series first, then Fantastic Beasts. It's like when you watch Star Wars, you watch 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3. That's how I do it anyway. I watched Anna the other night, but didn't enjoy it as much as John Wick. Really good film, really good action film. Yeah, not as good as John Wick, but it's up there with the best of the action films. Korea is trying hard to help your country. Korean volunteer organisations are also preparing relief supplies, although there are only a few. What's it like in South Korea, though? Have you got the virus there, and is there a lot of infected and deaths and that? Apparently, no one in North Korea is infected, from what I hear. That's because I don't think anybody goes in, do they? And apparently that beer making company has actually stopped producing Corona beer now. Oh, Betty's got to go to work. Bye, Betty. Hope you're okay. You inspire me to make a Blu-ray channel. That's good. Got plenty of time to do it. Should I do one? And what's your favourite movie you've seen before lockdown? Do you know what? I can't even remember what I saw at the cinema last. But Underwater with Kristen Stewart, I think maybe have been the last one. Probably like 1917 or Jojo Rabbit at the start of this year are probably two of my favourites. And Bad Boys, the third Bad Boys. Also watched Ad Astra, thought it was awesome, even with the space monkey. Yeah. Thanks to you after watching your best films of the... Yes, really good. I really enjoyed Ad Astra. Movie fan Belgium, hello. Gordon on TV. Do you remember the Amazing Spider-Man TV series with Nicholas Hammond? No, I don't. I don't remember that. Andrew Infinity Gamer Fan 21. Hello to the US. Maybe you should do a ranking video for Harry Potter Marathon. Yeah, maybe. I'll go through them all first and then we'll see what's what. How many individual discs do you think? Oh God, I don't know. It's got to be in the 4 figures, I think. If The Mandalorian doesn't come out on Blu-ray, then I will burn the episodes on a disc and make my own Blu-ray cover. I want to watch It and It Chapter 2, but my mum won't let me. Are you underage? Vinegar Syndrome at more USA releases of horror titles. You're probably not your type of movie. Oh, okay. Just watched Knives Out. Wasn't really a fan of it. Ooh. Oh, I've heard rumours that AMC theatres may not be opening again in America. I know there's going to be a lot of small cinemas that are going to go out of business. I think that our bigger ones like Cineworld, View and Odeon, I think they're probably safe. Joker was fantastic. Was a great film. Now it reminded you of Martin Scorsese's King of Comedy. I've never seen that, so I can't compare that. And I haven't got round to watching Taxi Driver either. That's actually in the flick bin as well. The Elephant Man is a fantastic black and white movie. It's released in 4K tomorrow. I have the Steelbook pre-ordered. John Hurt, isn't it? Yes. I've maybe seen clips of it. I've never seen the whole thing. Just got delivery of Elliot Gould, Who, and pre-ordered Phase 4 from HMV. I've pre-ordered, well, not pre-ordered, I've ordered a movie off Zoom, I think, yes, that Kermit's ghost featured in his horror series on his video today. Can't remember the title of it. I've ordered it. I can't remember the title of it. Something about Beth. It's like a zombie movie, but it looked actually really good from the trailer I saw and how Alan explained it. And I thought, oh, that sounds really good. Get that really cheap. Have you seen Birds of Prey? If so, what do you think? Yeah, well, I enjoyed it. Both me and Lulu enjoyed it. Hi, Jake. Human rights to congregate are overridden by public health safety, right? It's in the Act. My wife is doing her Masters in Law and I asked her. There we go. There's your answer. Thank you, Justin's wife. How can I get my mum to let me watch it and It Chapter 2 because she won't let me? Probably because they're rated R. Wash it behind her back. No, you didn't hear that from me. I don't know how old you are. That's the thing. Hello, Josh. Spoiler, Tom Cruise will show up in War of the Worlds. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Going to do a Creed double bill. Oh, yes. I have not seen 21 Bridges. Really enjoyed decent action thriller. Chadwick Boseman. It was going to be called 13 Bridges or something, wasn't it? Because I think there's only like 13 bridges or something. But they added a few more. Have you seen White Nights? Nope. Have you seen the Star Wars Clone Wars series? Do you like and why they portrayed Anakin Skywalker? I've seen about 4 seasons. Really I should go back and start watching it right from the beginning again. Now that it's on Disney Plus. Where do I work? Just in an office, really. Are you going to buy any more first editions from HMV? Probably The Lighthouse. Katie, yes, I'm in Furlong and could be till September. Furlong actually ends at the 31st of May, though, doesn't it? That's the official end date for it. So I think the government would need to extend it then if they see places not opening again. I've seen Hereditary. Yep, I loved Hereditary. Yes, you can still get movies delivered in lockdown. The postmen are still operating. And now they've come out and stated that it's virtually impossible for the virus to survive on cardboard and paper. So that whole thing about surviving for 3 days apparently was a lot of crap. And that's why the postmen don't bother wearing gloves. So you can go ahead and order your Blu-rays or whatever you want. By the time it goes through the postal system anyway, it's going to be okay. I don't have Peaky Blinders and I've never seen an episode of it. Oh, no wonder. My mum let me watch the Jump Street movies even though I'm 7. Well, no, I don't think you should watch it then. No, not unless you want nightmares. Not for a couple of years anyway. Is there any films you didn't like at first which you liked when you rewatched, or vice versa? What did I like? First viewing that got better over time. I don't know. Nothing really. And what was the other bit? Vice versa. So is there any films that I did like and then I rewatched it, then I didn't like? No, not really. Not that I can think of. Any TV shows that you're really into at the moment? Better Call Saul. I want to start on the Al Pacino series about Nazis in America. That looks good. Oh, Picard, that was brilliant. Jess Edits, hello. Did you see the last Johnny English movie and what did you think of it? Yeah, I saw that with Claire. We saw that here in the cinema room. I thought it was quite funny. Quite funny. We actually quite enjoyed it. I can't understand why everyone just can't stay inside. It's not that hard. Like, what would you rather go out and die or hibernate? Yeah, just stick some movies on, kick back. Most of us are getting paid for it. Enjoy it. We don't get to do it that often and probably never will again in our lifetime. So I think everybody's deserved a bit of a break. Why did you choose to hold Blade Runner for your photo logo? I've always wondered. It was just two movies that I just picked up, actually. I just, I wanted to get this photo image done, this cartoon. I had to get it off to the cartoonists, and I just picked up two popular movies at the time, really. I'm going to get another one of those done, actually, Christmas time, so it's going to be Christmas Pauly in his Christmas hat. Matt Hancock is literally everywhere. The guy must not sleep. He keeps telling people the lockdown will get stricter if people don't listen and no outdoors. Yeah. Do you like the Woman in Black remake? I don't know if it's a remake, is it? I like the one with Daniel Radcliffe. So it has some scary moments in it. Pacific Rim, I think you meant the Pacific. Did I say Pacific Rim? Yes, I meant the Pacific. Yeah, the Band of Brothers hand in hand one. Good afternoon, Andy Collects. The remake of Battlestar Galactica, that was really good. That was a really good show. Yeah, I was also wondering that about the live shows for Britain's Got Talent. I take it they probably recorded these shows maybe round about January, maybe. So we've got a good 10 to 12 weeks maybe before we get to the live shows. So could be all right by then. I don't know what they would do then, other than that. I don't know. Never come up with that before, have we? It's never happened. We built a bloody temporary hospital in 2 weeks. That was seriously impressive. Yeah, at the Excel Centre. Isn't the London MCM Comic Con supposed to be there in May or something? Or July? Get the beds out. We've got a Comic Con coming. How did you get the name Big Pauly? My name's Paul. Oh, Paul, you should try gaming stream. I don't think I would be any good at a gaming stream. I don't have a games machine either. Although I might actually buy the PlayStation 5 when it comes out. Hi, Sir Pauly. What's your favourite Steven Spielberg? I think his film Amistad is an underrated. That is an underrated movie. My favourite Spielberg movie, I think, is E.T. Yeah, lots of childhood memories of that film. This lockdown has given me the urge to relive my childhood. So I'm going to get a good old VCR and start collecting VHS tapes. Why not? Thingy does it. What's his name? Cinema Sickness. He buys a lot of VHS tapes. Social distancing is something I've been preparing for my whole life. It's not hard to do. It's actually lovely. I've been talking with Lou lately because you know these, what was it, 1.5 million letters that are supposed to be sent out for high risk and vulnerable people. Lou has not had hers. She's had 2 kidney transplants, lupus. She's like, I would consider extreme high risk because she's got a depleted immune system. Claire is asthmatic. I would have thought Lou would have one of these letters. I have told her to contact her GP. I phoned my GP because according to my discharge, I'm high risk. But I looked at the list of like people that are vulnerable as high risk. It doesn't mention anything about like pulmonary embolism, or it does mention lungs, but I think it means like lung disease and things like that. So I phoned my GP and they said no, they're not getting letters, and just told me to phone 1111, which I couldn't get through on. So I suppose everybody's had their letters that are vulnerable. I'm just a little shocked that Lou hasn't had one, because she really is considered to be high risk. I'll have to find out if she's contacted her GP, because I did tell her to phone her GP. If you could have a director's back catalogue on Blu-ray, whose would it be and why? I would just have all of Spielberg's films. I've probably got a lot of them anyway, but every one of Spielberg's films, because he's the best director ever. I think Spain and Italy are slowly turning around now, so there is hope that we can get out of this in the time frame that Boris said. Although it looks like it started up again in China, doesn't it, in Wuhan, because I think there's been like another 30 or 40 new confirmed cases. So I don't know. They reckon a vaccine is a year to a year and a half away also. Somebody actually said that we would be socially distancing until the fall of 2021. Blimey. How are we going to socially distance ourselves in the cinema? Well, I never sit near other people anyway. That's not a problem for me. Would you ever do a video, hello Callum there, where you list your favourite film from every year you've been living? I don't know, I might do. Seems like a lot of work. Brightburn's a good film. Yeah. With all these new films you're watching, how often do you get to go back and watch older films? Not very often, actually. I really don't, because you know the amount of time it takes to do all the videos and the editing and the live streams and just daily life, going to hospital and everything. I really don't go back and revisit many of the older films. I mean, there are some older films, both in the Powerline bin and the flick pick. The flick bin. That's probably the closest I get. I used to work in Odeon cinema in the late 90s. Oh. Are you more looking forward to Marvel Phase 4 or the upcoming DC movies? Oh, definitely Marvel. Yeah. I'm listening to you while napping, as knackered after a long day at work. Welcome to the Big Pauly podcast. Hi, hi, Big Paul. Have you dad? Yes, I've got a dad. Thank you. He's downstairs. He's doing all right. Oh, The Invisible Man. That was probably the last one I actually saw at the cinema with Elizabeth Moss. That was a bloody good film. Yeah, that was. I think that was the last film. That was actually probably a couple of days, only a couple of days before Mama Bowman passed away, I think. Do you think you'll see Fantasy Island? Um, Probably will, but not cinema wise. Well, no one will cinema wise. And when it comes down in price, I've heard it's okay, but not brilliant. Ooh, have you heard of the Japanese tokusatsu TV franchise Super Sentai, which have been running since the 70s to present day? No, I haven't heard of that. I'm watching through the Star Wars movies again. Which one is your favourite? The Empire Strikes Back. No, 50 Shades isn't in the bin because I've already watched it. What? Do you have a bad neck? I've got a bit of a crick in it actually. I'm trying to like loosen it up. It's like every now and again it'll crack. I think it's probably either a lot of looking up or an angle that I've been sleeping at. Aquamarine? No, I haven't seen that. Have you seen the DC 10th Anniversary Collection box set, which has 30 animated movies? Wow, no, I haven't seen that. Yeah, I completely agree, Johnny. Now trying to organise the funeral, and it wouldn't have been the same that we would have had. You know, it probably would have been two people. We would have only allowed to have two people in. That's not fair. That's not fair. So I think there would have been a bit of a problem. So in a way, it was a blessing that what happened at that time. With me also being in hospital, because I don't think I would like to have been in the hospital now. Because even when I was coming out, when I discharged, it's where everything started kicking off, and there were doctors running around. And we asked one of the doctors, you know, when can I get a thingy letter, a discharge letter? And he says, well, we're very short staffed at the moment with everything going on. So I think now being in there would be a lot harder. Yeah, not just for mum, but for me as well. 12 rounds. It looks like your crisps are social distancing. It does, doesn't it? So my Xbox is showing on Upward ad for Disney Plus. I think Onward is available on Disney Plus in America, but I don't think we're getting it until maybe June on Disney Plus over here. Oh, yes. Oh, love a McFlurry. No, they never fill the bag to the top, do they? Do you have any interest in cinema projection and the whole big screen experience? Well, I've got a projector here, so that's my big screen experience. Never been interested in how it all works. Just that as long as they press the button, whatever they do these days. Kermit has to do a food shop tomorrow and get a prescription, so I have to pop to Asda in the morning, rubber gloves and a face mask at the ready. While you're there, Alan, are you going to have a look at any Blu-rays or DVDs? Do a William trick. Alan normally just goes to HMV, but because HMV's closed, you know, we're all having to ignore our Blu-ray hunting lately, apart from William. But if you go in shopping, if you go into a supermarket, you know, on a release day, even if it was me, it doesn't harm having a look at the Blu-rays or the DVDs while you're in there getting your groceries. You're there. Have you seen the Harley Quinn animated series? Not yet. China and South Korea, from what I've heard, have got the virus controlled. Hope so. Yeah, definitely want a Fools and Horses Blu-ray release. Haven't seen Frozen 2 yet. I did have Disney Life. I've still got Disney Life showing up as well as Disney Plus. So it didn't replace it, it just added an extra one. Life After Beth. That's the one that was on Alan's video. Life After Beth. I've already ordered that just by Alan's description and then watching the trailer, and it looks a lot of fun. I miss the fact that you can't go out Blu-ray hunting. Oh, I do as well. At the moment, we at least share a love of Mila Kunis and Daisy Ridley. Oh, Daisy Ridley. Ridley. While we're isolating, the pigeons and seagulls have taken over the town. Poor seagull. Well, I don't know about poor seagulls. I haven't had any crap on my car, which is good. But the thing with seagulls is that they like to pick out rubbish. No one's out. Well, you know, people shouldn't really be out, but there's a lot less people out than there should be. But obviously, there's a lot less rubbish because there's no McDonald's open, fish and chip shops and stuff like that. Although Just Eat still deliver. We actually did have some fish and chips delivered the other night, which was very nice. And it's no contact with the delivery person. So they ring your bell, they put the order in your porch or outside your door, and then they bugger off. So you don't get to give them a tip. And a lot of them are only taking payment by card as well. A doctor said you should leave your parcel for at least 24 hours. I think it's probably 24 hours anyway, isn't it? Because by the time it gets posted from HMV or Zavvi or Zoom, it takes 24 hours to go through the bleeding system, if you're lucky. Tammy and the T-Rex, no. You need to see Ozarks. Yeah, Lou watches that. I think the third series. I really enjoyed was it the OA? I need to watch the second series of that. I'm listening to you whilst I'm recalibrating my 3D system. Oh, you see me in 3D. What movies do you use to calibrate your system? Like Blade Runner 2049, Star Trek 2009, J.J. Abrams, and like the Revenant. They're like gotta haves. And pizza rolls. I don't know what pizza rolls are. No. Which company do you think Disney is doing a better job at, Marvel or Lucasfilm? Probably Marvel. Although if the caliber of The Mandalorian is kept up with future shows, then that could be good. What is your favourite thing on Disney? It is The Mandalorian, even though I've seen it. I also enjoyed the Imagineering story as well. I watched Frozen 2 yesterday and it was a beautiful, gorgeously looking movie. I did love it, but the first one still is the best in my opinion. Do you think Spielberg has lost his touch in recent years? I think he's mellowed a bit. You know, he's no longer going in for these big budget sci-fi blockbusters, other than like Ready Player One. I think a lot more of his stuff is tamed, you know, a lot more biographical, historical, and he's even doing a musical now, isn't he? So I think he's like mellowing with his age. What happened to the trip jar? That actually got deleted off PayPal, but the total was £47. And that £47 is going into the kitty meow, when I hop off down and see Jamie and Katie when the lockdown is over. And also Alan as well, Kermit. So hopefully I'll get down there to see Kermit as well. But that's going to form part of maybe travel money. But it's still available, £47. It's just that PayPal closed the trip jar for some reason. They only gave me a certain amount of time. Has anyone in your area been affected by the virus? Not that I'm aware. There is actually a website that you can type in your postcode and it'll tell me how many confirmed cases that you've had in your area. And I think ours was like 104 or something of the whole of like Dover and South East. So I don't know anybody close to me. What's been the year that you have seen the most movies in the cinema? I don't know. Probably a year where they had lots of Marvel movies. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Have you seen that The Abyss and True Lies are coming soon? Plus a lot of Tom Cruise movies. I hope so. Well, I'll definitely be getting The Abyss and True Lies. Ready or Not is a good film, yes. Isolating's going pretty well. Alan's off to do some washing up. Disney's working okay, yeah. The only thing that we don't get with Disney is digital codes, which is a bit of a thing. It would be nice if we could get digital codes so that we can upload them to like iTunes or something. Oh yes, baby. I heard when things get back to normal after the virus outbreak that pigeons and seagulls are going to be working at retail. Yeah, because there'll be no more staff, will there? Did you manage to check out the channels I recommended last week, which were What's on Disney Plus? No, I actually haven't. Money Heist and Ozark. Have I ever made an appearance on TV? Don't think so, no. Definitely Wurzel Gummidge original series. That would be good in Blu-ray, yeah. Oh, I was an extra in Coronation Street in January, and the episode is tonight. What was you drinking in the pub or something? Have you seen the series Life on Mars? Nope. Someone in the group said that it will come back with 5 episodes. Life after the virus. Yes, Bumblebee is really good. Yeah, you should definitely watch that. Do you think they will ever release the series In Betweeners on Blu-ray? I don't see why not. We got the movies. They're starting to release older shows now on Blu-ray. I can't see why not. Oh God. I just realised that today marks my 3-year anniversary of watching your channel. Happy anniversary. 3 years, oh my God. I can't rank the Madagascar films because I haven't seen the third one. I have to do like some animated rankings. I'll get round to watching a couple of them and do some animated rankings. Kung Fu Panda. Was there a Kung Fu Panda 3? Because I haven't seen that either. Brilliant. Right, okay. I think we're about done for today then. So I think that's good enough for today's live chat. I've got to go and have my warfarin tablets in a minute. Keep Dad company as well. But yeah, it's been a good chat. It's not not as long as normal. But I think if we keep them about 2 hours, while we go through this, maybe I can fit in more than one a week. Maybe we can have 2 a week. But I'll go through a couple of the other comments if I don't get to answer anything. But if there's still anything that you want to know, then stick it down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video though. And if anybody in the comments is not a subscriber, please subscribe. It's free. Like Alan says, it's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. And it means that you always get your notifications as well. So yeah, hope everybody has a good rest of the night and a good week. There'll be some more videos to come this coming week, and some more unboxings and flick bins and Powerline bins and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully we'll start to see things getting a bit better. And be nice to get out one day. One day. Who would have ever thought it that we would be shutting our houses? Oh dear me. Anyway, hope you all have fun, and I shall see you on the next video. Bye bye. I'm now going to get some tea. I don't know what I'm having. Probably garlic bread.